Many have asked in the past, and some will probably still ask in the future, which is why we're making this video. They can hopefully see it. You ask about the Southeast Asian painters who paint motorcycles and mopeds because that's their primary mode of transportation in those locations. And you ask, hey, how do I get this color? For the most part, they're all using filters. They're increasing the contrast. They're doing many things to make that color pop more than what it should. So temper your expectations. But also, that is 1 liter can. 1 liter equals 33.814 fluid ounces. So just a smidge over a quart. That's more than 50 grams of pearl. I know we deal with it every single day. That's going into that 1 liter can. So say it's a 1-to-1 mix. That's 2 liters or close to a smidge more than a half a gallon of sprayable with that. More than 50 grams of pearl. Now understand, to make a gallon of sprayable, you're going to need to double that. So it's going to be 100 grams of pearl to make a sprayable gallon at that point. That's going to cost you 4 times $174, which is $695, $696, close to $700 just in pearl alone. So understand, when you do that, you're going to increase the cost of your paint. You don't need to do it when you're doing it over dark colors. The dark colors are already going to reflect more of the pearl anyways, because they're going to be absorbing some of that light, like black does, as opposed to white, where you need to put a little bit more pearl down because that white is reflecting all light. So when you start to understand colors and what they do with light, you start to understand how much pearl you need or don't need. How much, what the ratio is to make sure that you make the right color that you're looking for. Also, how many coats you're going to want to do and all that type of stuff. We don't know how many coats they're doing because they don't ever show that. They just kind of show you the mixing and then the final result. So how many coats you do is also going to depend upon how much you're going to add to that carrier as well. So understand, if you're going over a lighter color, whites or anything light like that, you're going to need more pearl than you would if you're going to go over a darker color to get the similar effect. Now, it's completely up to you. You should always do spray outs first, write down the pearl load, or buy our already mixed, just to reduce and spray coatings, so that way you don't have to do any measuring. We already have that already done for you, and it's exactly the same thing every single time. So unless you want to be spending $700 just in pearl alone, try to temper your expectations there.